Hey guys, what is up? Today we're going to look at some of my personal controversial K-pop opinions. Disclaimer, these are my opinions and this is a pretty light-hearted video. Please do not attack me because I'm way too sensitive for that, so yeah, thanks. Enjoy watching I guess and comment some of your controversial opinions. So judging by my channel name and picture, I'm sure you all know that I am a BTS stan. However, in my opinion, Boy With Love was BTS' worst title track to date. I felt like they were trying to fit in with regular pop music and was just really generic. Halsey added absolutely nothing to the song whatsoever, so I don't really know why she was on it. It gets on my nerves and I literally cannot listen to this song. It really disappointed me. Tomorrow by Together aren't anything special and have gained the majority of their fan base simply by being BTS's juniors and being from Big Hit Entertainment. Don't get me wrong, they are all talented and clearly they worked hard, however they don't deserve the amount of hype that they have. There are so many talented groups from smaller companies that deserve the hype way more than Tomorrow by Together. JYP Entertainment isn't actually that great of a company and JYP kind of creeps me out. JYP has done a lot of questionable things over the years, including over-sexualizing women as well as telling young girls that they need to lose weight. The whole weight thing in K-pop is an industry problem, but it still hurts my heart to hear people saying that these girls who are healthy need to lose weight.
춤출 때 몸이 너무 느리고 무거워요.
JYP Entertainment clearly has favorite artists that they try to promote as much as possible, but other groups pretty much just get left on their own. People seem to think it's a good company just because JYP seems like a nice guy. Mi is deserving of all of her spots in Everglow. A lot of people are mad about the amount of screen time, center spots etc that Mi gets, and there has been a lot of controversy about Yuhu Entertainment's favoritism towards Mia. To me, it makes sense that she has so many parts. She's one of, if not the most popular member. She's talented in singing, rapping and dancing and is arguably the most stable member. Not to mention her confidence and stage presence. Mia isn't even in my top 3 members of Everglow, but I have to be honest that she is deserving of her lines. Don't get me wrong, I wish the line distribution was fair obviously, but some members can't even sing 3 lines without having to lip sync or sounding really out of breath. I actually really like the song Signal, and when I first heard it, I would listen to it constantly. It fit the group's concept well. They sound good. The dance was cute. The song was catchy. I don't understand why everyone hates this song. There are far worse songs out there in my opinion. Nearly 3 years later and I still have the chorus stuck in my head. Momoland will never recover from all the hate and controversy and will never be able to have a hit song like Bam and Boom Boom again. I think they are definitely capable of it, but their company will hinder that from happening. MLD Entertainment keeps trying to replicate their success of Bam and Boom Boom, but they end up just making all of their songs sound the same. MLD give these girls such easy and repetitive choreography that even the members are starting to look like they are not enjoying performing their songs. They are so talented, but unfortunately they will never reach their full potential. Blackpink having their American debut was a rush mistake. They were clearly not ready and everyone knows it. The timing was bad too. They should have either done it just before they released Kill This Love, or just after. But it would have been better to just wait overall because they really were not ready. Menablinks themselves said their performance on Good Morning America was not good at all and gave a bad impression to those who hadn't heard of them before. Those who did discover BP and thought they were good, were then disappointed that they didn't really have any music to listen to as they only had a few songs. I don't like comparing groups, but I think in this case it's important. BTS and NCT 127 have all been on GMA and their performances were incredible, even with lack of lights, camera angles, space etc. Blackpink's American debut was just altogether very disappointing. ITZY deserved Rookie of the Year way more than Tomorrow by Together did. Tomorrow by Together only received it due to their large fan base rather than their talents. ITZY work ridiculously hard, releasing multiple albums and music videos as well as making their Japanese debut and touring North America, Europe, Australia etc. Despite the amount of songs they've released, in my opinion I think they're all very well made and they don't sound like they're just churning out songs as fast as possible. They were overlooked simply because they're from a smaller and less known company. Map of the Soul, both Persona and 7, were some of BTS's worst comebacks to date. There were only a few really good songs and the rest are just subpar. The songs aren't very unique at all and there was just too many solo songs. It didn't sound like their normal work. It wasn't up to the Love Yourself era standards or even earlier releases to that. I am usually not a fan of K-pop groups making English songs or even English versions of their songs. They usually don't sound right or have weird translations, and honestly I don't listen to K-pop because of the language, so it feel like they're just trying to fit into the Western industry. However, Monster X are one of the few groups that can actually produce good English songs, and in fact, I prefer their English releases to their Korean ones and I don't even know why. Their recent English album, All About Love, was really good and every song was well done. SuperM were gassed up by SM Entertainment too much before they debuted. They are very good and individually talented, but calling them the Avengers of pop and hyping them up only led to disappointment of the reality when they debuted. Yes, they are very good and they had good songs, but I wouldn't say they're particularly high above any other K-pop group. ITZY's B tracks are never good and they all sound pretty much the same. There have been maybe 2 side tracks by ITZY that I actually enjoy. A lot of their side tracks just sound like noise and the songs rarely fit their voices. I get that JYP wants them to have a different concept and likes them to have songs with lots of different genres etc mixed in, but most of the time it just sounds a mess. You can tell that JYP puts all his efforts into their title tracks and the rest are just more of an afterthought. NCT's concept is actually very clever and works well. The idea of an unlimited amount of members is unique and there are so many different types of looks and personalities in the group, so it's easy for people to find members that they like to watch and relate to. NCT also has members that can speak Korean, English, Cantonese, Mandarin, Thai, Japanese and German, meaning they can reach audiences with many different nationalities. Each subunit has a completely different concept, so there is something for everyone. NCT has been criticized a lot, but honestly I think it was just so smart and it's been executed well. Lisa shouldn't be in Youth with You. She's not Chinese, and although she speaks a bit of Chinese, in the show she mainly speaks in Thai and English and has to communicate with the trainees through a translator, which is more difficult for them. Lisa is not some sort of veteran in the industry. Blackpink have barely any songs, but they just have the popularity. There are far more people qualified to be on the show than Lisa. Although she's good at what she does, Blackpink are far from perfect, and honestly some of the trainees on the show looked better than some of Blackpink's performances. She was chosen for her popularity and the views she would bring to the show. You can tell that some IZ*ONE members did not deserve to debut. I think IZ*ONE should stay a group because they worked hard and the rigged voting wasn't their fault. They are a very good group who work well together and are killing it right now, but some of the members need to put in more effort and fight for people's support. I thought after the scandal, the girls would come back fighting so hard, and for the most part, they did. I saw a lot of improvement in their latest comeback and you can see the passion in most of the members. However, there are a select few who are starting to let the group down. It must be hard having to go through scandals, and I don't know what's going on in their personal life, but some of them seriously look like they don't want to be there and it's so sad. NCT are one of the most stable groups and deserve the recognition they have. I mean, I don't even have to say anything else. Just listen to this.
모두가 맞춰올리지 높이 Where my roof air 지붕이 우주에 나라 부르짖어줘 Bruce Lee 날아다녀 하루 종일 Bruce Lee.
Somi's career is going to be short-lived due to her company. Somi is young and talented and has a large fan base already through being a member of IOI. However, if she stays with the black label, then she won't get very far in the industry. YG is known for keeping artists in the YG dungeon, and Somi is already becoming one of them, and she is just a rookie. Her debut solo was released on the 15th of June 2019, making it 10 months so far without a comeback. It's not like she released a mini album or anything either when she debuted. It was just one song. And it's going to continue like this unless she moves to a better label.